In this video, we will review static data, methods, and blocks. Let's discuss the use of static keyword to create fields, methods, and blocks that belong to the class rather than to an instance of the class. First, let's learn about static variables. Static variables are the special type of variable which are created during the load time of a class, or we can say when the class is instantiated. Here with the new operator, we instantiate a widget. There are occasions when a variable that is common to all objects is desirable. This is accomplished with the static modifier. Fields that have the static modifier in their declaration are called static fields or class variables. They are associated with the class rather than with the object. Every instance of the class shares a class variable, which is in one fixed location in memory. Any object can change the value of a class variable, but class variables can also be manipulated without creating an instance of the class. Let's look at our widget class. Using a static variable to keep the number of widgets the system has created can help us determine availability of stock or control the number of widgets we want to create. Here we have a private int ID and we have a private static int number of widgets. The constructor, when called to initialize the object, increments the number of widgets and assigns it to the ID. Here we see that it's adding to the number of widgets incrementally, but only adding the value of the number to the ID. We also have this method here that gets the ID. We also have a method that is static, which gets the available widgets. The static blocks are the blocks which are implicitly called when the class is instantiated. That means when the instance of the class is made. Let's add a static block to our widget. This static block is executed when the class is loaded or initialized, to be precise. It can be thought of as a class constructor. Note that there are also instance initializers, which look the same, except that they don't have the static keyword. Those are run in addition to the code in this constructor when a new instance of the class or object is created. Static methods, such as getAvailableWidgets, have a static modifier in their declaration, and these should be invoked with the class name without the need of creating an instance of the class. As in here, widget.getAvailableWidgets. As we can see, we are not using the instance name w1 or 2. We're just using the class name and then calling the method from the class. Some points about static methods are: static methods are automatically created during the load time of the class. They are accessed by using class name. A single copy of static method is created and shared among all other methods. The most important point: static function cannot access non-static methods members. Now let's run our program and see how many widgets are available. As we can see here, the static block was executed first. Then we were able to get the amount of widgets created, 1 and 2. This concludes our discussion of Java static data, methods, and blocks.